Hi, Stephan Smith of Artsmith Craftworks. In this video, what I'd like to do is show you what my studio looks like, and that includes my messy work table as well as the area where I store all the bits and pieces that become the elements of my steampunk airships. I don't think it's going to be pretty from your standpoint maybe, but then again, all of you makers out there are going to look at that and say, yep, I recognize that. It looks just like mine. So let's go for a walk. So to start with, this is the table where I do most of my construction. The nice thing about this table is it's a metal table, so I can employ the use of these lovely magnets here to hold things in place while they're drying, while they're being propped up, what have you. As you can see, it's quite the disaster. In front of that, I've got some shelves that I've built where I have everything from string to paint to glue to beads to brushes and markers and whatever else I need. As we walk this way, you'll see some storage units, some storage shelves rather, that I built, and all they really are is old wooden bifold doors. You take them apart, you lay them flat, you support them with some 2x4s on the end, and they make fantastic shelves, and they are free. People put them by the side of the road all the time. But you can see, how much stuff that I tend to accumulate. It's bits and pieces of toys and scraps of wood and paper and dowels and plastic things and all kinds of doodads that I find just in everyday life. We've talked about that many, many times. Don't pay attention to the high quality and nutritious snack food that I have sitting there. You know what? Everybody gets the munchies. Don't judge me. So here, as we walk a little bit further down, we got some bottles that are going to become something cool. We have a table here that's very cluttered right now, but it's actually supposed to be empty most of the time, and it's just a simple table that I've put cardboard sides on. And what I do is, if I need something out of that box, I take it and dump it here so that I can sort through it. And ideally, when I'm done, I put it all back in the box and put it on the shelf, although it hasn't quite happened yet in this situation. Over here, more stuff. Cat litter buckets make great receptacles for all kinds of like parts, so I sort things out, stack them up. There's going to be some more of these kind of shelves go over here very soon, but basically it's bins and bins of different things that I've collected. Tubes and just all kinds of things. Cutting board there. Stacks of paper. You know me, I love paper. That's part of my process, mache and everything else. Over here, airships, balloons hanging, awaiting lovely forever homes. More airships there. All kinds of stuff in process, work areas that need to be cleaned up just a little bit. But otherwise, this is, despite the look, where the magic happens. Over on the other side, I have some boxes as well that hold some of the parts that I use to actually build the airship bodies, as you see there. Down below, box full of, or a container full of beads that I use quite a bit in my airship construction. So we come over here, lots of cardboard. I use that all the time. This is my homemade spray booth with that nice little squirrel cage motor down there, and blows right to the outside. That thing is a lifesaver. It's amazing how much air volume that pulls in there. If I turn that on with that cloth hanging down like that, it sucks it right in. So it moves a lot of air. Racks and racks and racks and racks of all kinds of stuff. Equipment, tools, you name it. That's what I need. And yes, entertainment. One needs to have a little bit of music or a movie playing in the background while we're working. So that's kind of the quick around the block tour of my workspace. As you can see, for most people, you probably have nightmares about the clutter. For me, it's things close at hand. I know where everything is. Ask most people who have a lot of junk. They can tell you where everything is. I have been called a hoarder. I tend to refer to it as hoarding with a purpose, because there's a definite method to my madness. If I wasn't sculpting, all this stuff wouldn't be here. So again, I'm Stephan Smith of Artsmith Craftworks. Feel free to comment if you like. I think there's probably a lot of you makers out there who know exactly what this space is used for, because you have something similar yourself. I'd love you to like the video and subscribe, share it, comment on it, and I'll see you next time.